Imagine for a moment, hidden within the vast sea of familiar tales, there lie hidden gems of stories, each holding profound truths and lessons, waiting to be uncovered. Today, we journey through the pages of the Bible, not to revisit the tales widely told, but to discover the ones seldom heard. These are the stories that challenge our perceptions, that illuminate the depths of faith, and reveal the essence of divine intervention in the most unexpected ways. Prepare to be inspired, educated, and perhaps even transformed as we uncover these hidden jewels of biblical narratives. Let's explore these tales of mystery, courage, and divine intervention together. The story of Ehud and Eglon. A long time ago, there was a hero named Ehud. He wasn't strong like the warriors we often hear about. Instead, he was clever and deeply faithful. Ehud belonged to the tribe of Benjamin, and he was left-handed, a small detail that would play a big role in his story. During a difficult period, when the Moabites were making life hard for the Israelites, Ehud was given a special task. Ehud had to take a tribute, which is like a gift or payment, to Eglon, the king of Moab, who was ruling over Israel. But Ehud had a secret plan. He hid a short double-edged sword on his right leg, where nobody expected it because he was left-handed. When he met King Eglon, Ehud told him he had a secret message from God. They were alone in Eglon's room when Ehud gave his message. This wasn't a spoken message, but a brave act that would change everything. Ehud used his hidden sword to defeat the king, a bold move that marked the start of freedom for the Israelites from the Moabites' rule. Ehud's clever thinking and quick action inspired his people. After that, they fought against their oppressors and finally lived in peace for many years. Ehud's story is special because it shows us that heroes can come in all forms. It's not always about being the strongest or the loudest. Sometimes being smart, brave, and having faith can lead to great things. It teaches us to look at our own challenges in new ways and find our own path to overcoming them, just like Ehud did with his wisdom and courage. The Witch of Endor. Long ago, there was a king named Saul who faced great fear and uncertainty. The Philistines, a powerful enemy, were about to battle with Saul's kingdom, and he didn't know what to do. In his worry, Saul decided to seek help from someone who could talk to spirits, even though it was against the rules. Saul went to a woman in Endor, known for her ability to summon spirits, and asked her to bring back the prophet Samuel's spirit to get advice. This was a scary and risky thing to do, but Saul was desperate. In a dark and quiet room, the woman called upon Samuel's spirit, and to everyone's surprise, Samuel really appeared. Samuel was not pleased. He reminded Saul that because Saul hadn't followed God's guidance before, he was now facing these troubles. Samuel's words were clear. Saul's kingdom would be taken away, and he would lose the battle. This story is like a spooky adventure that teaches us important lessons. It shows what happens when we let fear make our choices and ignore the rules or guidance meant to keep us safe. Saul's story encourages us to face our fears with courage and to seek help in the right places, not turning to risky or forbidden ways when times get tough. The writing on the wall. In the ancient city of Babylon, there was a great feast. King Belshazzar had gathered everyone for a grand party filled with music and laughter. But in the middle of all the fun, something unbelievable happened that turned joy into fear. Suddenly, a mysterious hand appeared, writing strange words on the palace wall. Nobody could understand what it meant, and everyone, including King Belshazzar, was filled with fear. The king called for Daniel, known for his wisdom and his ability to understand messages from God. Daniel looked at the writing and knew its meaning. He told the king that the words were a warning from God. The message said that King Belshazzar had not been a good king, that he had been unfair and had not respected God. Because of this, his kingdom would be taken away and given to others. This story is like a thrilling mystery with an important message. It reminds us that our actions have consequences, and that it's important to be kind and just, especially when we have the responsibility of taking care of others. It also teaches us that sometimes we need the wisdom of others to understand the messages life gives us, just like King Belshazzar needed Daniel to understand the writing on the wall. Jael and Sisera. In a time of great battles, there was a powerful general named Sisera. He was fleeing from a lost battle, scared, and looking for a place to hide. Sisera found refuge with a woman named Jael, who lived in a tent in the peaceful countryside. Jael was kind and offered Sisera a place to rest, making him believe he was safe. But Jael was a brave and wise woman who knew that Sisera was a threat to her people. With great courage, she took a tent peg and a hammer while Sisera was sleeping and stopped him from causing any more harm. Jael's brave act made her a hero, and it helped her people find peace. This story might sound a bit shocking because of what Jael did, but it's a tale about bravery and doing tough things for the greater good. Jael showed that sometimes being a hero means making hard choices to protect others. It also tells us that heroes can be found in unexpected places, and that bravery isn't just about fighting in battles. It's also about standing up for what's right. The Valley of Dry Bones. In a desolate valley, filled with the silence of forgotten battles, the prophet Ezekiel stood, surrounded by dry bones that once were soldiers. This sight was both eerie and sad, a reminder of lost lives and lost hope. God asked Ezekiel if these bones could live again, a question that puzzled Ezekiel. Then, God guided Ezekiel to speak to the bones, telling them to breathe and come to life. And something miraculous happened. The bones started to move, coming together to form bodies, and then flesh and skin covered them. Breath entered these bodies, and they stood up, a vast army brought back to life. This vision is a powerful story about hope and renewal. It teaches us that even in our lowest moments, when everything seems lost, there's still the possibility for new beginnings and for life to emerge from the depths of despair. The Valley of Dry Bones encourages us to believe in the power of renewal, whether it's about our personal struggles, our dreams, or our communities. It's a reminder that no matter how tough things get, there's always a chance for a fresh start, to stand up again, and to find strength we didn't know we had. This story, with its vivid imagery and deep message, is a beautiful ending to our journey through the lesser-known tales of the Bible, leaving us with a sense of hope and the promise of new beginnings. Conclusion. As we reach the end of our journey through the hidden corridors of biblical narratives, we've uncovered tales of cunning strategy, eerie encounters, divine warnings, unexpected heroism, and miraculous renewal. Each story, from Ehud's clever victory to Jael's decisive bravery, the mysterious writing on King Belshazzar's wall, the witch of Endor's eerie summoning, and the miraculous revival in the Valley of Dry Bones, has offered us unique insights into the human spirit and the power of faith. These narratives, though less known, are no less significant, weaving together themes of courage, redemption, and the enduring hope that even in our darkest moments, there's a light of renewal waiting to be ignited. They remind us that heroes come in many forms, that guidance can emerge from the most unexpected places, and that no situation is too dire for a turnaround. As we reflect on these stories, let's carry their lessons into our own lives, finding the courage to face our challenges, the wisdom to seek the right guidance, and the hope to believe in new beginnings. May these ancient tales inspire you to see the extraordinary in the everyday and the divine possibilities within your grasp.